Bertolt by Jacques Goldstein. And on the side it says, "For my father Michel, who taught me how to climb trees and how to draw." Darn, darn, and more darn. Where's my mitten? I don't see it anywhere. He goes to school and he sees, I know, I'll go to the lost and found. There are tons of gloves there. Leather ones, wool mittens, even baseball gloves. It says lost and found. He's looking through the whole bin. My mitten wasn't there, so I took one that doesn't match. Who cares? I like it this way. Wearing two different mittens is kind of funny. The only problem is when you're different, people can laugh at you, or even worse. Sometimes people don't like what's different. This kid's all pointing at him. He's walking along the street. Who's looking out the window? Cats. He says, to tell you the truth, I have a feeling I'm not like other people. Not just because of the mittens. Why is he not like other people? Most people do things together all the time. Like Mr. Bouvard and his friends. What are they playing? I think that's called boules, where you throw the balls and try and make them hit each other. Or the Berman brothers. They're got a raft. Or Ms. Brock and her knitting club. Or Anne Marie and her friends. They're all people who like to be together. But me, I'm what you call a loner. I do stuff all by myself, and it doesn't bother me one bit. Just the opposite. There he's fishing. Have you been fishing? I haven't been fishing for a long time. Here he's baking. What do you think he's making? He's got a pie in the oven, but what's he making now? I see eggs and flour and milk and butter. What's that on this side over here? I think those are apples, and that's apple peel. And I think he's put apples in there, and he's going to make an apple pie. What's he playing now on this picture? That's chess. Oh, and here he's skateboarding at night. Can you see a nighttime animal in that picture? I think over there. What's that? I think it's a raccoon. I love doing lots of things by myself, but I love climbing my tree best of all. Whoa, it's a great big tree. It's called Bertolt. That's the name of my tree. Bertolt is an ancient oak. I know this because one day workers came to cut down another oak. I counted its rings and got 172 years. See, when a tree is growing, every year it grows outwards, and so it adds a ring. So one ring for each year. Look at the tree that's been cut down. What was in it? There's a mother bird with her babies. Bertolt is much bigger than the other tree. He must be at least 500 years old. It's a very old tree. He likes to climb it. I love everything about Bertolt, but when spring arrives, his leaves make the coolest hideout ever. It's like a cave, a maze, and a fortress, all in one. I wonder why he calls it Bertolt. That's a funny name. No one else climbs Bertolt. Maybe they haven't thought of it, or maybe they're scared. Anyone can climb an ordinary tree, but an old oak is something else. The first branch must be 15 feet off the ground. To reach it, you have to go up the trunk, which is like a wall. but I know all of Bertolt's hollows and where to put my hands and feet. It's like climbing up a secret ladder or a rock wall. Once I reach the first branch, I continue to climb. It's like going up a steep, winding road, so forget it if you get dizzy. When Bertolt is covered with leaves, nobody can see me, but I can see everyone else. See the farmer in the tractor. I can see Marie, the lawyer's daughter, kissing Kevin, sitting on a motorcycle. And the Tucker twins who steal bottles from the grocer and sell them back to him. Ooh, naughty. I can see the postman setting his traps. What's he trying to catch? I think the rabbits, but they see him. And Cynthia eating corn. Cynthia is a goat. I'm never alone in my tree. Squirrels scamper in search of acorns. There's a really smart crow who became my friend. There's an old owl who sleeps all day. I respect him a lot. There are cicadas whose songs are 100 decibels. That means very loud. And there are nuthatches, cardinals, that's the red bird, and buntings. Do you have buntings in London? There are also some friendly bees, but don't annoy them, not even for a second. He's running away from the bees. I know everything about Bertolt, he says. When I climb way up high, I can see for miles around. I can see his head peeking up. Look at that funny hat. When it storms, my tree is an amazing place. I have to hold on really tight so I won't blow away. It always surprised me to see the wind press the reeds straight down to the ground. On these days, I take shelter deep inside Bertolt's branches, which sway and creak like the masts of a big ship. I love spring storms. Oh, his hat's getting blown off. I can't wait for spring. Hooray! All at once, the trees burst into bloom. The lime, the elm, the flowering plum, see all the pink flowers, and the weeping willow. He's swinging on the branches. All except Bertolt. What happened to Bertolt? No leaves. Days pass, then weeks. I wait, I hope, I pray, but finally I have to accept it. Bertolt is dead. He's a very old tree, so he's just given up. When a cat dies, we know it right away. Look at that cat got run over by a car. He's dead. Same with a bird. When the bird dies, it lies on his back. But with a tree, it's hard to tell. A tree just stands there like a huge, bony creature that's sleeping or playing a trick on us. If Bertolt had been killed by lightning or cut down, I would have understood. I know what to do when a bird or a cat dies, but what should I do for Bertolt? What does he do when a bird dies? He digs a hole, puts the bird in a box, and buries it. Can you bury a tree, though? I have to do something before Bertolt is turned into firewood, furniture, or toothpicks. See at the bottom, he's got a big pile of toothpicks, and he's building a model of the Eiffel Tower from toothpicks. Doesn't want to do that. I think I have an idea. What's he going to do? That's the school on this side where my finger is. He's running to school. What did we see in the school before? We saw the lost and found. He goes and grabs all the gloves, the mitts from the lost and found, and he carries them away. He's racing away on his bike, pulling all the mitts behind him. Looks like he's been to more than one school. Now what's he doing? See, his mom is putting the laundry up with clothespins, and he's stealing all the clothespins. What's he going to do with the clothespins? I think we'll find out. Oop, can't get the page. Oh, he's racing down the road with pulling all the gloves in a box. They're all flying out. He's racing to Bertolt, the old tree. He puts all the gloves in a backpack and climbs the tree. Now what's he doing? I think he's using the clothes pegs to pin all those different gloves to the tree, to Bertolt. And there's Bertolt. Covered, looks like he's covered in multicolored leaves, but it's gloves, isn't it? I think that's the end. That's the end.